Welcome back to the Social Diary with me, Conchita, and as always, this is about some of those trending business topics that made headlines this week. Now, moving forward, is Tuskys collapsing? This has been one of the trending topics from consumers this week. Seems like the troubles at Tuskys are slowly exploding. And we are all, as we all know, that Tuskys trouble is not something new. Earlier this year, they did a massive layoff of employees. Shelves had been reported empty in most supermarkets. And now the latest is reported that KCC has indefinitely stopped supplies of milk to the famous supermarket. Begging the question, is Tuskys going the Nakumatt way? So what is the cause of all the major, most of the supermarkets collapsing and all that? I had talked to one of the experts, but unfortunately he was not there to comment on this. But we have one of the consumers, Rosemary, giving us a detail of what lately Tuskys looks like.
My thoughts on Tuskys. This is hard because I haven't been in any of the outlets in a minute now, and it's maybe because their competitors have a better, a better product in terms of even how it feels. With Tuskys, when it first came into the market, it was really a great feeling, because the competitors then had been there for a minute, and this was a new breath into the space of retail. But now, for some reason, even if you walk in, you're going to miss, in a list of 5 items, you're just going to find 2. And you now have to go to the competing outlet to get the other item. So there's no point walking into it. I just want to go to an outlet where I'm able to get everything under one roof. So, I don't know, maybe they had this coming. I don't know, but everything has to do with management, because there have to be proper structures that ensure these outlets and these business ideas or the institutions outlive the founders. Because look at some of the outlets we have here. It's sad that Nakumatt went down the same way, Uchumi went down the same way, and this one is the third. I really hope that the surviving outlets and the upcoming ones like Quickmart and these other brands have proper structures that will ensure that even when the founders are gone, the product remains, because it's seriously basically about ensuring that your services and your brands go beyond you.
I don't know, something about family businesses, there's a lot going on behind the scene. If we hear the rumors behind, you hear like, oh, CG, this one of the brothers hired, I don't know, a company to be the source of, you go from a different company so that your family company can hire your own company. I mean, come on, look at Naivas. Naivas is really succeeding quite well, yet the founders are not alive. May they rest in peace. But the thing is, what is happening behind the scenes, man? We want to understand what is happening. Uchumi, we understand what happened. Nakumatt, now Tuskys. What next? And there's been so many supermarkets exiting the Kenyan market. We had the other one was which one? Choppies is out. Now we're just like, so we're left with what? The famous one right now, we have Carrefour, we have Quickmart, we have Naivas. Which one else am I forgetting? I'm seeing one called Soup coming up. So we just have to wait and see. But these pioneer supermarkets, we all grew up knowing this. So anyway, it's not about what I had to say or have to say. It's about what you said. Now on social media, we have a Tahinda_Pat who says, supermarkets in Kenya like Tuskys are no longer enjoying the monopoly on overpricing. The hard economic times has forced us all to remember prices and would rather prefer buying at the local shops where we enjoy credit facilities. Makes sense. And then we have a Momui guy who says, President Uhuru Kenyatta's regime has a tendency of pushing the biggest companies in Kenya to the knees. Nakumatt and SportPesa left us some few months ago. Keroche and, is it Keroche? Keroche? Is it Keroche? I said it, Keroche. So Keroche, thank you, Toya. So Keroche and Tuskys are on their deathbeds. Kibaki worked hard to create employment avenues. Uhuru has closed them all. Now, is it fair to always blame every single thing on the president? Maybe it's bad business management. Maybe it's bad, how will I say? It's how people handle their books. There's so many factors that, affect this. And as much as we like to look at it in terms of president, of course, lazima tumlaumu. Yeye ndio baba yetu. But I don't think this one is on him, to be honest. Now, we have a General _Waitina who says, why are you surprised that Tuskys is dying? This is happening to 70% of businesses in Nairobi. The once vibrant Nyamakima, Kamukunji, Kirinyaga Road, River Road businesses are shrinking. Vacant shops everywhere. No goodwill to rent shops. Rent waivers. It's our economy. Let me tell you, when it comes to rent waivers, everyone has been waiting for that. But the president said he doesn't have the authority. But the question is, do most of people know like how much rent, like what is the rent rule in the country? Or mtu anaweza amka kwambia hapana leo hii naona worth ya land ni 70 million, but it's worth like around 5 million. You never know. And then we have a Johnson _Kenop who says, I happen to have visited Tuskys supermarket this week, situated at Commercial Tumbora Street, and got shocked to see many empty shelves. What's happening in Tuskys? Could it be the corona issue, or what this thing perplexed me? Coronavirus. We can't blame corona for everything. As much as it is one thing that is causing us to be, out of place in so many situations that could be okay. Corona has really affected everyone in a totally different aspect, way different. And at this one, if a company has been struggling way before Corona, we can't say like now Corona is the source of, maybe Corona just a little bit like pushed it, mbele kidogo. But if the company had issues way before, it's the issues. And then we have a Twamai _Njuguna who says, the fall of Tuskys, the next big supermarket firm likely to exit the market due to poor management. And I agree with that. Management. That's all we need, good management. Every business needs a good manager. If you don't have good management in your company, automatically collapses. Finally, this one shook me in a totally different level. So a total number over 429 health workers have tested positive for COVID-19, with the latest being our staff at Kenya's largest maternity referrals hospital, that is at Pumwani Maternity, having 41 workers who've been tested positive for the coronavirus 19 actually. So the government has said that it will not shut down the facility, but will instead set up an isolation center for the staff who cannot self-isolate. Let me just comment on that. So we have health workers who have been in the hospital for quite some time, interacting with patients. They may not have known that they were, COVID-19 positive, but now they're allowed to move all over and now they're self-isolating. Okay. So now, before we take a look at what the interwebs had to say, this is what our very own Dorka had to say about this situation.
So today we are talking matters health about Pumwani Maternity Hospital. So it's very sad, very sad. 41 health workers. 41. That's not a small number. You can imagine the contacts they have had from the moment from that hospital to the vehicles to their homes. Gosh, this is sad. Please, guys, this is real. Corona is real. People are taking advantage. People have gone back to default. Kenyans, Nairobians, not only Nairobi, everywhere, please. Corona is real. If a health worker can contact Corona, who are we? Can we just follow the doctors, or rather the government's directives? Let us wash our hands, let us sanitize, keep social distancing.
Oh yeah. See? Corona is real. It is everywhere. But we have 41 healthcare workers, man. Like, self-isolation? Do they have enough PPEs? This was a complaint that was there before, you know. And there's been question and question and question about how Pumwani Hospital, you know, like is handling certain situation. And Pumwani has always been on the highlight all the time, all the time. So now, what about the infants, new babies? You know, like, I'm not a medical expert, but there's a little bit of like a light bulb right here that says like, nah, something is just not right. That's my personal opinion. Now, on social media, we have at Jill Kui who says, Pumwani Hospital is on a go slow because they don't have PPEs. See, told you. On the other hand, Ministry of Health is distributing new cars worth 100 million shillings. Make it make sense, please. Does it make sense? 100 million of cars, worth of cars, and then you have healthcare workers who, also some healthcare workers were being rewarded for their really good work, so kudos on that. And then we have at Andrew Sule who says, excuse me, dear at MOH_Kenya, close Pumwani Hospital and stop playing PR with the lives of health workers. Where else is at where Onyino? Okay, get serious. At doctors are hurting. It's now or never. At Kenya Medics_KMA, there is now enough justification for the closure. Take this and bank. And we have at Bravin Yuri who says, at Pumwani Maternity, it is business as usual. Yet we have people turning out to be coronavirus positive. I am told we have 3 in the newborn unit, NBU, yet no official communication has been made. This is how the lives of health workers is put at risk. And then we have at Zama Tonga who says, my heart cannot take it when newborn babies are put at risk for COVID. I pray that everyone is safe at Pumwani Hospital. Kenya at Andrew Sule, who says, health workers at Pumwani Hospital are in dire need of psychological support as a result of COVID-19 KE infection, burnout and moral injuries inflicted on them by callous. Is it callous, guys? I'm just joking. The yelling attitude of the administration. This is my view in an emergency. Stop tweeting. Act now at Ministry of Health, Mental Health, etc, etc. Now, the whole Pumwani situation was addressed by our CS Kagwe, and actually one of his I believe I'm always looking forward to his you know, briefs because they're usually very, very hilarious. Unfortunately, that's all the time that we had for today. Remember to keep the conversation going on all our social media platforms at Metropole TV KE. I've been your host, Conchita Lele, and until next time, it is goodbye.